We ain't gonna waste no more time with this. I want to thank everybody for coming to the What's Up Crowdfunding Zoom. We have a Zoom, international Zoom every day at 12 o'clock Eastern, and we also have one every night at 8:30. Either myself is here or one of our team members here. The name of our team is What's Up Team Elite. And guys, I just wanted to just tell you today that making money on the internet has really arrived. Technology has been technology itself has been ever increasing daily. You know, these cell phones right here and your laptops and your iPads and stuff. I mean, it's really like having a college university or a corporate office in the palm of your hand if you own the mindset and the technology. So we have been fortunate enough to be in the right place at the right time, where 3 different industries, 3 different technology sectors have come together in one place, in one space, at one time. And the 3 different technological sectors are crowdfunding, social media, and cryptocurrency. And cryptocurrency is actually digital money on the internet, okay? And most people around the world know about Bitcoin. You know, it's amazing because we got a couple of people on here from Zimbabwe, and Bitcoin is selling for like $13,000 of Bitcoin in Zimbabwe. So I'm gonna start out this presentation today by telling you why we're here. There are 4 ways to get a Bitcoin. You can get Bitcoin by buying them, okay? That means you just take money, you go out and you buy Bitcoin. On the current price of Bitcoin today, I'm gonna pull it up on my phone. Okay, the current price of Bitcoin. Matter of fact, I'm gonna screen share and I'm gonna show you what the current price of Bitcoin is. Screen share. Let me show you what the current price of Bitcoin is. Hold on. All right, you go to Google, you put in 1 BTC equal to USD, and you will see what the current. So the current price of a Bitcoin is $7,008.04 right today, and I'm gonna give you some information today that's gonna show you. I'm gonna show you where Bitcoin is today, where Bitcoin is tomorrow, and where the rich and the elite expect Bitcoin to be in short term and long term. And then I'm gonna show you how to acquire Bitcoins, the easiest way around the world to acquire Bitcoin so that you actually get access to Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is anticipated to grow to about $500,000 within the next 3 years. That's right, you heard me say it right. I said Bitcoin is anticipated to grow to $500,000 within the next 3 years and $1 million within the next year. So you're at the right place at the right time. And we have the #1 vehicle to allow all people around the world who takes action to be able to start acquiring Bitcoin today. Okay, my name is, okay, great. I was checking the chat room to make sure I got all messages. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna go back over to the, as you know, the price of a Bitcoin. I'm gonna go back over. And now, there are 4 ways to get a Bitcoin. You can buy it for $7,804. Or you can actually go get it through mining. And I'm gonna show you what mining is in just a few minutes, okay? Mining means that you set up a computer server and you load software onto that computer server. And because you load the software onto that computer server, when someone sends a transaction, I can send a transaction from here to South Africa right now, okay, to Viola Weir, okay, or somebody's on the panel. And because I sent that transaction, it hits a server. And that server sends that transaction because there are no banks. I want everybody to say decentralized.
Centralized.
Bitcoin is totally decentralized. So Earl, what does that mean exactly? It means that the banks for the first time has been taken out the formula. Okay, so now it's a community of people that sends money around the world instantly. That's right. We have the ability through Bitcoin and a Bitcoin wallet to be able to send $1 million in 2 minutes around the world, and no government around the world can stop us from doing it right now. Yeah, we have the ability to do that right now. Now, Cheryl on the panel, Cheryl sent $200 the other day from her bank account to her Bitcoin wallet, and it was going to take about 7 days. to send $200 from her bank account to her Bitcoin account, and she like lost her mind. You know why? Because she's so used to sending Bitcoin within 2 minutes. She can send me a Bitcoin within 2 minutes, and I got the money. And I don't care whether it's $5 or $5 million, baby. Once you hit the send button, it's gone. I'm gonna unmute Bruce. Am I telling the truth, Bruce? I unmuted you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You saying?
That's right. I can send them $5 or $5 million. It don't make no difference which one, and that money is gonna be there within It don't take 2 minutes, guys. It don't. So once you get involved with Bitcoin, I'm gonna show you today how to get involved, and you start learning what we're gonna be teaching. Being in this room right here, we call it the Zoom room.
Yeah.
It's like being at a college university, because we got people here that are so brilliant, and we're learning from each other every single day about Bitcoin and how to receive them. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask Earl. Today is Pick on Earl Day. I'm going to ask you a question, okay? And in order to do this business, guys, you know, let me just share something with you, okay? In order to do this business, you know, a lot of people are joining businesses online, but when you join a business, you need to choose the right vehicle. And the vehicle is the program that'll help you finance your lifestyle. So that's number one. When you find a vehicle, a program, you want to choose one that will help you finance your lifestyle. That's number one. Number two, you want to find a vehicle, okay, that has a duplicatable strategy that you could implement that will allow you to have great success or massive success as well. So we've created that duplicatable strategy, and I'm going to show it to you right now. So I'm going to ask Mr. Earl a question. Mr. Earl, do you know someone who needs funding? Okay, like buying a house, sending a kid to college, starting a new business, or getting funded for a new business that they never ever have to pay back. You know somebody needs some money that they never ever have to pay back?
Absolutely.
Okay, you want to name that person?
Mary Ellis.
Awesome. Is she a friend of yours?
That's my sister.
That's awesome. What about you? Could you use a couple of extra $1,000 that you never ever have to pay back?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's our duplicatable strategy. Let me unmute Charles for just watch the power of this right here. Okay, Charles. So you put a post on Facebook last night. Tell us about the post you put on Facebook.
Well, basically, man, I was getting ready to go to bed, and I got a word. There's so many people out here, man, that are, just sick, man, sick and tired of hurting, sick and tired of struggling. So I just put out a simple post about, what we're doing, how we want to bless people all over the world with this, with this funding that they never have to pay back. And when I finished the post, I posted in a few groups. One of them, a couple of them in South African groups. Again, because we know the struggles that they're having over there right now.
That's right.
So when I posted those posts, I was getting ready to shut down my computer. And I mean, the dings started coming in. People wanted more info and more info and more info and more info. I didn't go to bed till actually after 6 o'clock this morning, trying to reply to everyone. Because, I know what it feels like. I know what the struggle is like. I'm a single dad, so I know the struggle is real. And I just want to be able to bless other people. God told me, he said, if you go out here and do what I'm telling you to do right now, and you bless people, I'm going to bless you and your son beyond belief. He said, I'm going to bring you these people. Just do what I tell you to do. And that's what I did, man, because, by nature, man, I just love people. I love people. I love helping people. That's my thing. That's my passion. That's my call. So I didn't care what time I went to bed. I didn't care. I just knew that I had a mission and I had to complete that mission. So I'm not going to stop, man, because people out there, they're hurting. They're hurting. And people don't realize when you look in that Bible and it says the last shall be first and the first shall be last. Then you go back into the Bible and it looks about when they start talking about the one world currency. See, it's a shift going on. Yep. It's a shift. It's a shift. There's a monetary shift that's going on. And I'm telling you, cryptocurrency is what's going to be that that vehicle that takes people that people have looked over, stepped over, didn't think about, pushed to the side, left to die. This thing right here is going to change a lot of lives. And, I asked God a long time ago, use me as a vehicle. I had to go through some things because how could I help someone else if I didn't go through certain things? So money is one of the things that I've had to struggle with. But this platform right here, I'm telling you, Earl, man, I love you.
I appreciate you, man. You better believe it. And guys, we're not just one of those other businesses where we're just out here trying to recruit people without having substance. We have a sound vehicle where we are blessing people. We already sent some money to Zimbabwe already. Our team, WhatsUpp Team Elite, before our program started, we sent $100 to Zimbabwe to Viola Weir in Bitcoin. And we sent it within 2 seconds. That money was there. Okay, I muted and I can't hear anything. Okay, hold on a minute. She said she muted. What I want you to do, tell her the person on the GT 500, tell them to go back out and to come back in, Charles, and click on sound by device, audio by device. Type in the chat and tell that person to go out and come back in. So we really have a vehicle that's going to help people. If you're willing to come here and learn, we're teaching people right here in the Zoom room. We're teaching them how to put some money into Bitcoin right now, even before our program starts. And we're showing you how to take profits off the table. I took $900 worth of profits out of one of my Bitcoin wallets the other day because of what we're teaching each other right here in this room. So it's not just about this quick get rich program. That's not what this is. We have a program where we're creating $1 billion, $1 billion to help people like in Zimbabwe that need funding. Now, those people need help right now. Mm-hmm. Right now, their currency is at zero, and they just locked the president up. Okay, and they need help. So this program, this program is a blessing to the people all over the world, but especially the people in Zimbabwe. Now I'm going to read the post that Charles put on Facebook. That post was, do you know someone that needs funding that you never have to pay back? The holidays are upon us, and you deserve happiness this season. Your family, your children deserve to be happy this holiday season. We want to help people from all over the world with their funding needs. Whether it's for holidays, a new home, a new car, paying bills, student loans, or sending kids to college. If you or anyone needs funding that they never have to pay back, simply reply info. So for those who reply, you're in the right place at the right time, okay? Because we're going to introduce a program called WhatsUpp Crowdfunding where you will make one donation. Okay, the person on GT, I really want to help her, Charles, the lady that's on the GT N500 phone. Can you type in the chat? She need to go out and come back in and click on audio by device. Okay, and we got another person named Amir Boosin. Amir, how you doing? I think he just appeared. He just disappeared. But I want to help the lady on the NT500 phone. Okay. All right. So while you're working on her, so guys, so what do we have? We have a duplicatable strategy where you ask the question and you invite people here. And when you invite people here, I'm going to show them our platform. Hey, Joe is from Kenya. I want to thank you for coming on the platform. Now, when we show you the platform, I'm going to show you can buy Bitcoins straight out. You can get Bitcoins through mining. You can get Bitcoins through a RA, a mutual fund, or a hedge fund. Or the last way you can get Bitcoin is through what? I'm gonna let Bruce tell you. Through what, Bruce?
Crowdfunding.
That's right, crowdfunding. That's donation. And the best way to get Bitcoin is through crowdfunding donation. That means you're gonna make a one-time donation yourself. And because you bless someone, you can also become a what? A receiver. Okay, guys? And because you give, it should be given back unto you. So let me take you over. I'm going to tell you a story. All we do is we can invite people to this platform, okay, either 12 o'clock during the day or 8:30 at night. Now, on Monday nights, we're going to start having our Zooms at 8 o'clock, okay, at 8 o'clock Eastern. But every other night, we'll be here at 8:30. Okay?
Now, excuse me, Earl, I'm sorry. What's the telephone code to get in?
Oh, the telephone code. Let me see if I can.
Yes.
495-400.
Yeah, is that for the telephone as well?
Oh, wait a minute. Go ahead, Earl.
Let me see if I can find the telephone number.
Man, they are just coming. That's awesome.
The telephone number is telephone number is 699
699
900
900. Okay.
6833.
6833, and then the code.
It's 495.
Okay, 495.
400.
Oh, okay. That's the same code that we use to get into the Zoom.
Oh yeah. Once they got that phone number, they don't have to put any more. They don't have to put anything else once they dial that phone number. They should be able to hear.
Just get in. Okay.
There's another number too. We got two numbers.
Okay.
There's another number they can dial 408. If you're in a foreign country, you got to dial +1. It's +1 408-638-0968. Okay, if you're in a foreign nation. Okay, so you can try those numbers.
638-0968.
Thank you, sir.
0968. Okay, 0968.
All right. So now, guys. All right, you can dial that number. You can dial right in. You won't be able to see what's going on, but you already hear what's going on. Now, I like for everybody to be able to see because they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. So if you can actually get on by coming on the panel, logging in through your cell phone or through your computer, you'll get a lot more out of this presentation if you can see what's going on. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so now Earl. So
yeah.
Step number 1 is to do what? What I take you the very first step is, if you join this business, what's the first thing you do when you meet somebody? You ask them a question. In order to get people to join, you just simply ask a question. Do you know someone that needs funding that they never ever have to pay back? And they say yes. All you do is invite them here. Don't try to tell the story.
Okay, I got you.
Do not try to tell the story. Invite them here. Let one of our professional presenters present the platform, okay? And then they'll make a decision. They're gonna they're either gonna love you in 2 years.
Okay.
And for inviting them.
Hey, I can handle that.
Look, they're either gonna love you in 2 years or they're gonna hate themselves. It's just that simple. I got Job on here right now. Let me give you the example. Let me show you a perfect example. Job, can you unmute you? Job, can you hear me? Unmute yourself, Joe. Let me see if you can unmute yourself.
He gave us what was that 699 number?
Let's see. Joe, can you hear me? Unmute yourself. And Quentin Eden, yeah. I'm so glad to have you here. I'm so blessed by your presence. In Zimbabwe, can you hear me well? Quentin Eden. Joe, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes, it's Severia. I can hear you.
Okay, Quentin Eden.
Yes, I can.
Can you tell us a little bit about how things are going financially in Zimbabwe? Can you give us a little information about how are things going financially in Zimbabwe?
Financially, they are bad. Well, as you know, the currency is, like you said, is zero. At the moment, we're using the US dollar and the South African rand. And basically, the normal human being just needs to survive. But it's really hard. There's a shortage of cash in the banks, and people have to queue for money. So it's really bad.
It's really bad. Okay, so if you were able to get bitcoins, there, would it really help you to be able to better your situation if you were able to receive bitcoins through donations? Can you hear me?
Definitely, it would help me because I do have a business that's not doing so well. It does need funding, and that would really help me and boost my business. I
Okay.
have things I need to buy for the business. I have equipment I have to buy for the business. I have to market myself, and all those things require money. So that would really help me go a long way.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad that you're here because we have a platform and because technology. Let me tell you where it's happened. For the first time in the history of the world, social media, crowdfunding, and cryptocurrency have come together. And we have a program. We have a program that utilizes all three of those sectors to be able to help people like you. I don't care where you are around the world. If you listen and you take action, and you got to know, guys, the greatest wealth transfer that has ever happened in the history of the world is happening right now. Banks are in the back seats because the banks are trying to figure out how to get profits off of Bitcoin. They have not figured out how to do it yet because they're using something called fractional reserve banking. And because you're here today, I'm going to show you what fractional reserve banking is. So if you don't take but two things away from this seminar, three things. I want you to take three things. I can tell you three things that if you pay attention over the next 24 months and take action with our program, that's number one, you can become a millionaire if you take action. I'm going to tell you why. Because the banks are trying to figure out how to treat this like fiat currency, but they cannot treat this like fiat currency. That's number one, okay? Because the process they used to use was called fractional reserve banking. You can't get fractional reserve banking with Bitcoin. So the banks are they're going to have to redo their policies in order to earn their profits. So now we got a green light to send money from person to person. Our program allows us to leverage Bitcoin where we can get $1 million worth of Bitcoin for only $35 if we share it with the people in our community. Okay? Number one was you can get blessed. Number two, the banks can't do anything with this. And number three, the governments around the world, all they can do is just tax what you have. Okay? And I'm going to show you that today if you pay attention. Now, one last thing. Job, you on the panel. I'm going to unmute you again and see if I can hear you. Hey, Job. Can you hear me, Job?
I can hear you.
Okay, awesome. And you want to say hello to the people on the panel and tell them where you're from?
Yeah, I'm Job from Kenya.
Okay, Joe is from Kenya, and he has a big. I'm gonna meet you back out, David, because when your earplug always leave an echo, but you can hear me. Job is from Kenya, and he has a great big team. I mean, he have hundreds of people that are waiting for our launch to happen next week. We're going live next week where people can start receiving donations through this platform next week. So we encourage you guys to pay attention. Job is here. He represents a large number of people, and he's evidence that we can bless people. Now, I'm in the United States of America, first of all, okay? All right? Bruce is in the United States of America. Charles is in the United States of America. Elsie is in the United States of America. And we got people on from South Africa, Zimbabwe, and we got people on from Kenya. So, guys, if you are operating in your local economy right now, if you just focus on a local economy, you got to express your imagination. We're now operating in a global economy around the world. You are actually on an international Zoom meeting where I'm in the bedrooms. I'm in my daughter's bedroom. Okay, I'm in Elsie's living room, I think. Where you at? You in your living room or your bedroom?
My bedroom.
I'm in Elsie's bedroom. I'm in Miss Quentin Eden. I'm in her office. Okay, Joe, where are you? Are you in your bedroom or where are you? I'm gonna unmute you.
I'm in my living room.
He's in his living room. So guys, this is the proof. Social media is working because we're talking to each other. That's number one. Like it works, digital currency works. Okay? It works. There's no doubt about it. My son, I opened up him an account this week, and he $30 His $30 plus I gave him $50. It grew to over $100 in less than 7 days. So his $80 is already over 100. If you put $2,000 in a bank account, it will not grow $10 in a whole year. This is true. And his Bitcoin, less than $100, $80 grew to over $100 within 7 days. This is true. So let me share this program with you guys. I'm here to tell you a story. Everybody already knows step one. Step one, okay? And let me see the young lady's name. I want to say her name right. Let me see her name, because she told me her name is Severia. Is that right? Severia. Yeah, it's Severia. She lives in South Africa.
Yes, Severia. It's Quentin Eden. I'm one person.
Okay, I won't call you Quentin Eden. Her name is Severia, but hey Severia, listen to me, baby. If you never, if you never do anything else, I want you to go to W.
Okay.
You got a pencil in your hand? You got a pencil in your hand?
Sorry?
Can you write something down? Can you write?
I can. Yeah, I do have a pen with me.
All right, yeah. I want you to write this down. I want you to go to www.blockchain.info. Blockchain, BLOCK, chain, CHAIN.info. Blockchain.info. Okay, and I want you to set up a Bitcoin account for your babies, Quentin and Eden. Quentin and Eden. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't care what else you do with your money. I need you to buy some Bitcoins. Go to localbitcoins.com in Zimbabwe. Localbitcoin.com in Zimbabwe, and put at least $10 worth of Bitcoin in an account for each of your children, and just let it sit there. At least $10, and just let it sit there. If you just buy it and just let it sit there, $10 worth is going to be a blessing for your babies. It'll be enough money to send them to college within the next 5 to 7 years with just $10 today. Okay. Now, I just want you, if you don't do nothing else from this webinar, if you do that, you're going to be happy you met me. Okay. All right. Now. Okay. All right. Now.
I will do that.
Okay, I asked the question. Now, I hope you're going to come and visit us. We're here every day.
Okay, I hope so.
We're here every day. We're here every day. We're here every day. And this is like a college class right here. Okay, for those who come. We're hanging out all day. Bruce is at his job working. Okay, I'm at my job.
Okay, I will.
Job is out there working every day, but we still find time to come to the room and spend some time. So you determine when you're going to come. Okay, good. Now, guys, after you ask the question, do you need funding that you never ever have to pay back? Then you invite them here, and then I'm going to start to tell a story. So let me start telling you the story now. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you what Bitcoin is. Okay? And then I'm going to tell you a story about a young man named Asher Heeb out of Dubai. They created a platform where you can actually get access to Bitcoins through donation. But first, you need to know what Bitcoin really is. So let me go and show you what Bitcoin is. Okay. So now, also, I'm going to do this for you guys. I need you to do this. If you got a pencil, you need to write this down. Hold on. The name of our website, our team website. The name of our team website is www. Let me mute everybody out. The name of our team website is www.getfundingnow.info. I'm gonna put it on the screen for you. Give me a minute to put it on the screen. I know you can't see it right now, but just give me a minute to put it on the screen. I'm gonna type it in and I'm gonna show it to you. Okay. All right. Bear with me just a second. Let me make it large so you can see it. All right. Now I'm going to do a screen share for you. And I'm going to show you the website. This is our team website. So that's the URL. for our team website right there. Write that information down. That's how you become a member of our team. Right there. Getfunnynow.info. Okay. And now when you get to that website, first thing I want you to do, I want you to go down, I want you to register to become a member. So when you, this is the website right here. Now the name of our team is Wassupp Team Elite. All right, and you see a picture of me. I'm the team leader for this team right here. Let me say, oh, you don't see it. Hold on. You don't see it. Hold on. Because I don't see it on my phone, so let me make sure. All right, hold on. Now, this is our website called Wassupp Team Elite. And there's a picture of me right there. And that's the name of our team right there. Now, you can also reach out to me on Facebook. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the chat room. You can just go to, I'm gonna put this in the chat room. You can also just click on it and you can friend me on Facebook. And also for our people from South Africa, make sure you reach out to Charles Ainsley that invited you here and friend him, okay? So you can stay connected with him. We also have a Facebook group called Wassupp Team Elite, all right? And I'm gonna put that Facebook group here on this page because there's no link to that Facebook page here. All right. But I'm gonna put this in the chat right now. You can get access to it. All right, so that's how you can friend me right there. That's the first thing we're gonna do. Second thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go to Facebook and I'm gonna get our team link so I can put our Wassupp Team Elite link here so you can just join that as well. So you can see our team on Facebook. And that's key because I was saying we don't operate in a local economy no more. All right. This is our team right here. It's coming up. We'll give it just a second. There you go. All right, and I'm gonna copy the link for that page so you can join our Facebook group. I'm copying that link. I'm putting it in the chat room right now so we can stay connected. All right, it's in the chat room. So go to the chat room, copy that link, okay? And Charles, you make sure you go get your link to your Facebook page and you put your link in the chat room so all of your South African members that are here can become your friend on Facebook. Now, I'm gonna start telling you guys the story. So once you get to our Facebook, get to our team page, we have an international team. Here's a picture of our international team. All right, Wassupp Team Elite? We care, okay? And this is a group of women out of Kenya. And the leader of this team is called Caroline Cheritage, and she has a big following. Job is a part of Caroline's team, so we're not just local; we are national, international. Now, once you come to this page, we want you to scroll down to the bottom, and we want you to register to be a member of our team. Don't cost you no money to become a member of our team, but we want to ask you a question: would you like funds? Do you have 3 people that would like to receive funds to start a new business or to fund an existing business or another campaign? Just put yes anyway for this. Just put yes. And then it says, also, do you have $50 on a blockchain wallet? Now, if you don't have a blockchain wallet, you will need to set up a blockchain wallet, and you will need to at least put at least $50 and donate $50 in your wallet so you can make your first donation so you can become a receiver. Okay? So you can become a receiver. Okay, and we're going to show you what that means in a few minutes. In order for you to start receiving donations, it'll be coming while you're sleeping. Okay, you need at least $50 worth of Bitcoin in your Bitcoin wallet. Okay, now you type yes right here. Then you scroll down, you put your name, your email address, your phone number, your country, and your sponsor's name. Okay, now let me say something else before we go any further. Y'all see this picture right here? a lot of you have been digging all of your life, and you are real close to your success. The fact that you're here today means that you're that close. Now, this guy, he was that close, but he gave up at the last minute. I'm here to encourage you to do not turn around now, because for some reason, some divine reason, you on Sunday, something brought you here, and that something is God himself, okay? And you're that close to reaching your breakthrough if you take action. You take action now. And let me tell you guys something. We don't use excuses here. If you're serious about your future and you're serious about being financially free for the first time in your life, we don't do excuses. All we need here is for you to take action, follow our instructions, and you will reap the benefits. Okay, now let's go and tell you the story. All right, so our CEO of the company is Mr. Ash Shahid. Okay, now Ash created this platform, and I'm gonna tell you a little about Ash in a few minutes. He lives in Dubai. He's a millionaire, so he don't have to worry about any money. He created this for you, so that you and your families can be blessed. And I'm gonna tell you his story in just a few minutes. But before we do that, I'm gonna show you something about Bitcoin. Let me take you over to Bitcoin. Show you what Bitcoin is. And pay attention when it talks about mining Bitcoin. I want you to know what that means. And make sure I got my sound turned on. See if the sound is turned on. It's turned on. I'm gonna show you this video. There's a very simplistic view of Bitcoin and what it is.
What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the first decentralized digital currency. Bitcoins are digital coins you can send through the internet. Compared to other alternatives, Bitcoins have a number of advantages. Bitcoins are transferred directly from person to person via the net, without going through a bank or clearinghouse. This means that the fees are much lower, you can use them in every country, your account cannot be frozen, and there are no prerequisites or arbitrary limits. Let's look at how it works. Bitcoins are generated all over the internet by anybody running a free application called...
Okay, you guys can, okay, hold on a second. Let's see. It wasn't moving on your computer. All right. Let's try it again.
Coins you can send through the internet. Compared to other alternatives, Bitcoins have a number of advantages. Bitcoins are transferred directly from person to person via the net, without going through a bank or clearinghouse. This means that the fees are much lower, you can use them in every country, your account cannot be frozen, and there are no prerequisites or arbitrary limits. Let's look at how it works. Bitcoins are generated all over the internet by anybody running a free application called a Bitcoin miner. Mining requires a certain amount of work for each block of coins. This amount is automatically adjusted by the network such that Bitcoins are always created at a predictable and limited rate. Your Bitcoins are stored in your digital wallet, which might look familiar if you use online banking. When you transfer Bitcoins, an electronic signature is added. After a few minutes, the transaction is verified by a miner and permanently and anonymously stored in the network. The Bitcoin software is completely open source and anybody can review the code. Bitcoin is changing finance the same way the web changed publishing. When everyone has access to a global market, great ideas flourish. Let's look at some examples of how Bitcoins are already used today. You can purchase video games, gifts, books, servers, and alpaca socks. Several currency exchanges exist where you can trade your Bitcoins for dollars, euros, and more. Bitcoins are a great way for small businesses and freelancers to get noticed. It doesn't cost anything to start accepting them, there are no chargebacks or fees, and you'll get additional business from the Bitcoin economy. For your first Bitcoins and more information, visit weusecoins.com.
Awesome. Now, what I want you to get from that video is that there are no banks, it's decentralized, that transactions are mined through miners, okay? And miners get paid for sending Bitcoin. And you can use Bitcoin to buy anything that you want to. Right now, you can buy gas, you can buy food, you can buy clothing, you can buy houses with Bitcoin right now. Now, let me show you what the millionaires around the world has to say about Bitcoin from a millionaire standpoint, okay? The elite of the elite. Let me show you what they have to say.
Bitcoin and things like it is the equivalent of the red pill, okay? We are entering a completely world of uncharted water right now.
Have you made any investments in Bitcoin?
So, I mean, I personally, I own Bitcoin in my hedge fund. I own Bitcoin in my fund. I own Bitcoin in my private account. It is a huge deal. It's a huge, huge, huge deal. Because what you're talking about right now is for the next 3 to 5 years, an unbelievably better store value. It is gold 2.0.
I think this is a currency that's really going to work eventually.
Well, I think it is working, and there will be other currencies like it that may be even better. But in the meantime, there's a big industry around Bitcoin, and you know, people have made fortunes out of Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, there is no Bitcoin company, there is no Bitcoin building, there's not even a Bitcoin server anywhere that you could shut down. It is completely distributed. That's what's unique about Bitcoin. It is, for the first time, a way for the two of us to exchange value online without a third-party intermediary. Until the invention of Bitcoin, for you and me to exchange money online, we had to employ a third party, like PayPal, like Visa, like MasterCard, right? And we live in the 21st century. If we want to have a video call to China, we can do that for free. But to send a couple $100, which is essentially just ones and zeros being moved around, costs 5% plus takes over a day.
Bitcoin is exciting because it shows how cheap it can be. Bitcoin is better than currency in that you don't have to be physically in the same place. And of course, for large transactions, currency can get pretty inconvenient.
You'll see Bitcoin trading at 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. Rick Falkvenia does an excellent analysis. He predicts that Bitcoin will capture between...
Hold on, let me let it catch up for just a second. And do me a favor if you would, in order to, I think, David, can you mute out? I got an echo. Can you mute out? Okay, let's see.
Okay, I'm not in the car anymore.
Okay, let's see what's going on. Let me mute everybody. Okay. All right, I muted it. Guys, okay, so do me a favor if you would. In order for the videos to play smoothly, I want you to just turn your cameras off. Leave your speaker on, but just hit your little camera button and turn your camera button off for right now. I'll get you to turn your camera back on in a second, okay? All right, turn your cameras off. I love your pretty faces, but turn your cameras off for right now, and the band will let the video show, okay? All right.
Just right next to where the mute button is.
Yeah, right next where your mute button is, turn your camera off. Don't turn your sound off, but turn your camera off. There you go. There you go. All right.
Between 1 and 10% of the global Forex market, which implies a price of between 100,000 to $1 million.
I'm gonna start it over.
So, I mean, I personally, I own Bitcoin in my hedge fund. I own Bitcoin in my fund. I own Bitcoin in my private account. It is a huge deal. It's a huge, huge, huge deal. Because what you're talking about right now is for the next 3 to 5 years, an unbelievably better store value. It is gold 2.0.
I think this is a currency that's really going to work eventually.
Well, I think it is working, and there will be other currencies like it that may be even better. But in the meantime, there's a big industry around Bitcoin, and you know, people have made fortunes out of Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, there is no Bitcoin company, there is no Bitcoin building, there's not even a Bitcoin server anywhere that you could shut down. It is completely distributed. That's what's unique about Bitcoin. It is, for the first time, a way for the two of us to exchange value online without a third-party intermediary. Until the invention of Bitcoin, for you and me to exchange money online, we had to employ a third party, like PayPal, like Visa, like MasterCard, right? And we live in the 21st century. If we want to have a video call to China, we can do that for free. But to send a couple $100, which is essentially just ones and zeros being moved around, costs 5% plus takes over a day.
Bitcoin is exciting because it shows how cheap it can be. Bitcoin is better than currency in that you don't have to be physically in the same place. And of course, for large transactions, currency can get pretty inconvenient.
You'll see Bitcoin trading at 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. Rick Falkvinia does an excellent analysis. He predicts that Bitcoin will capture between 1 and 10% of the global Forex market, which implies a price of between $100,000 to $1 million per Bitcoin. Most of the people who are on the sidelines not buying Bitcoin today will start to buy Bitcoin when it gets over 1,000, and then a greater percentage of people will definitely plow into Bitcoin when it starts to get over 10,000.
I'm still predicting Bitcoin, $10,000 per Bitcoin in 3 years.
Casares, he is the CEO of Zappo, which is a Bitcoin wallet and Bitcoin vault.
I think it's mostly a very positive thing. I think we're going to see ups and downs like with any other emerging technology, but I think Bitcoin is here to stay, and it makes sense that it be taxed and treated like any other.
So let's make a bold call here. In 10 years, what do you think Bitcoin will be worth? One Bitcoin?
Between $500,000 and $1 million.
A lot of people are just seeing the charts and thinking, how high will it go? What I'm doing is counting backwards. I mean, this is a transactional currency, and it is a store of value. As such, it is a product and a service competing on a very tangible market for stores of value and for transactional currencies. So what is the size of that market?
Right, and this is important.
And how big a market share can Bitcoin realistically take within a foreseeable time frame? When you ask that question, then you come up with a market cap of Bitcoin total, and then you divide that by the number of Bitcoin in circulation by your estimated time, and seeing how Chinese are buying Bitcoin like crazy. I actually had to adjust this number upwards, but then you come up with a number of about $2 to $5 million per Bitcoin.
I suggest that everyone go back to buy one Bitcoin. Not too much, only one is enough. If everyone in this world, people, just to go back buy one Bitcoin, you know, the Bitcoin value go to the $1 million. And when the Bitcoin have $1 million, you know, all around the world will be crazy, and everyone will be the follow, and the other digital currency just to be, you know, be grandson of the Bitcoin. So for me, I think for a lot of people, they don't exactly understand why it's Bitcoin.
Is Bitcoin the currency of the future, or is it the payment system they're developing?
Bingo! It's the payment system. It's the blockchain encryption, and there are interesting things. I think Bitcoin, or the really blockchain encryption that's behind it, has a greater ability to bring more of the world's population out of poverty than anything we've seen.
If you're new to Bitcoin, take your time to go out there and Google it and learn about it. It truly is one of the most important inventions in the history of humankind, and certainly the most important invention since the internet. Go out there, make a Bitcoin wallet, get involved, start using it, learn about all the positive ways in which this is going to improve the lives of every single person on the planet. Get involved, do it today. It's going to help everybody. Thank you.
Okay, guys, you heard it right there. You heard it right there. Let me stop screen share for a minute. That's kind of like
Bitcoin and things like it is the.
That's kind of like summarize what we just learned. What we learned, if you was listening, banks have been taken out of the financial sector intentionally. There's a guy named Satoshi Nakamoto. Back in 2008 and 9, during the housing crisis in the United States of America, there were financial deals being done by banks around the world. They were even approving home loans, knowing that people would not even qualify for those loans. They were doing, see, this is what I want to show you guys today. They're teaching this at MIT and Yale University, and you get in here for free. There's something called fractional reserve banking. And every time you deposit $100 of your money into your regular bank, banks are supposed to be custodians of your money. But did you know for every $100 that you deposit in the bank, that a bank takes $97 of your money and it loans it out until each $97 deposit turns into $3,333 in debt. That's account receivables that the bank receives off of your money once you make your deposit. That's for every $100. They only show you, they showed you 100, but you only physically have access to $3. $97 is leveraged. And they have accounts receivables of $3,333. So in essence, what does that mean? That means if you deposit $1,000 into your local bank, the bank is going to make $33,333 off of your $1,000. And then when you need a loan, okay, when you need a loan, you're a business owner, you need a loan, you go to borrow money. Some of us can't even get a loan. But for every $1,000, the bank has traditionally made $33,000 off of every $1,000 that you deposit in the bank. So I'm going to go and show you another video. And I want you to pay attention to why banks are now in the back seat. If you own one Bitcoin today in America, one Bitcoin, if you own one, you have more digital currency than the average bank has in the United States of America. If you own $1 in Bitcoin, you got more Bitcoin than the bank has. Now, in 3 years, that will not be the case. Christine Lagarde, the head of the International Monetary Fund, she's one of the most important people in the world in the financial sector. She is the most important. She's a lady. And she told all central banks around the world to take digital currency serious. She told them to go out and to recreate their banking policy, to do not depend on fractional reserve banking, because you cannot do with Bitcoin what you have done with fiat currency. Okay? Now, I'm going to go and show you a video. After I show you the next two videos, I'm going to come back and tell you the story of the person who created this platform. Then I'm going to show you how we're in the right place at the right time and how we can receive Bitcoins now. We don't have to wait on banks. We don't have to wait on governments to tell us that we can send Bitcoin to and from. We sent $100 to Zimbabwe. I sent Bitcoins to Nigeria, to a little child, okay, that needed. I wanted him to feel, one of our leaders, her name is Beatrice. Her son name is Sean. I sent Sean $20 in Bitcoin so that Sean can experience getting digital money into a Bitcoin wallet. And he has $10 in there right now that I sent him from the United States of America so that he can experience it. Let me go and show you this next video. Now pay very close attention to what you're going to see in this next video. And remember that now, if the videos get to going slow, you guys may want to turn your cameras off if you see the video going slow. So let me screen share. Now on our website, you can get access to this video anytime you want to. You can look at this entire video on your own. But this is a video on our website, getfunnynow.info. It says, learn what everyone should know about money.
If you trade Forex, here's a secret. There may be a smarter way, Nadex. Limited risk on every trade.
I love Bitcoin! For better or worse, the dollar was now back to the Federal Reserve at a fixed price, or go to prison. In 1971, all the money it legally could to pump life back into the economy. It needed gold. Effect on monetary policy worldwide.
I shall ask the Congress for
reserve note. The dollar was tied to gold, and strategic control of it would avoid booms that lead to busts. Decided that it was in the country's best interest and theirs to have a permanent central bank. They created the Federal Reserve. Among its jobs, expand or contract the supply of a single national currency, the Federal Reserve note. The dollar was tied to gold, and strategic control of it would avoid booms that lead to busts. At least that was the plan. Then came 1929. The Great Depression would have a profound effect on monetary policy worldwide.
I shall ask the Congress for the one remaining instrument to meet the crisis. Broad God, executive power.
Soon, the Fed had printed nearly all the money it legally could to pump life back into the economy. It needed gold to fire up the mint. So in 1933, President Roosevelt issued a controversial executive order, forcing all U.S. citizens to sell their gold to the Federal Reserve at a fixed price, or go to prison. In 1971, President Nixon settled the matter. He severed United States currency from the gold standard.
I have directed Secretary Connally to suspend temporarily the convertibility of the dollar into gold or other reserve assets, except in amounts and conditions determined to be in the interest of monetary stability and in the best interest of the United States.
Never again could anyone legally demand U.S. government gold in exchange for paper dollars. For better or worse, the dollar was now backed solely by the full faith and credit of the United States government. The wealthiest nation the world had ever known would bet its future on a single word: trust.
What is the wealth of the nation? Well, the wealth of the nation is a gigantic hole of money that we owe to the rest of the world that is never going to be paid back.
Today, the United States pays more than $400 billion in interest to its creditors every year. When a government spends more money than it collects in taxes, it simply borrows more, or it creates more. At one time, every piece of paper money was backed by gold. Remember, for every $20 bill, there was $20 worth of gold in a government vault. Not anymore. Today, governments create currency by first creating bonds or treasury bills. These bonds are sold in the market, generating funds for the government that issued them. Large banks buy U.S. bonds to flip them, selling them to the Federal Reserve at a profit. This is the magic money machine. You see, the Fed is America's central bank, but it doesn't have any money. No cash on its balance sheets. When a bank buys a bond and takes it to the Federal Reserve, the Fed simply says, "Thank you, Mr. Banker. Here's the principal and some profit." New money isn't exchanged. It simply appears on the bank's accounts. Magic. For 100 years and counting, the precise mechanisms of these bond purchases have remained a secret. Here's where it gets really interesting. The Federal Reserve is not a government agency. It's a private entity, and its shareholders are banks which earn a dividend. As much as $80 billion per year total are paid out to some of the very same banks that sell the government debt to the Fed. Which banks? Don't even bother asking. That's also a secret. In other words, the magic money machine answers to no one. The Fed also sets the bar for how much interest you pay for a car, home, or business loan. Manipulating the supply of money has short-term and long-term consequences. Central banks aim to create new money carefully, strategically, and very, very slowly. Releasing more money into the economy causes prices to rise, ideally by 2% every year. That's supposed to foster economic growth. But 2% inflation means the buying power of one cash dollar in your pocket today will be 98 cents next year, and less nearly every year to come.
Since 1913, when the Federal Reserve took over the United States dollar, we've seen that the United States dollar has decreased in value 98%. Inflation is a far higher tax because on your income you pay it just once. If inflation is 2%, you're paying a 2% tax on your net worth every single year, your net worth held in currency.
So, what does that mean? If you earned $1 in 1913, you could buy 16 loaves of bread. Today, Today, $1 barely buys you one. That's not a quaint notion of how cheap things used to be. It's proof that the value of your cash is slowly withering away. That $1 invested at 2% in 1913 would now be worth $7.24, more than 600% return versus a near total loss.
The US dollar has gone from being worth $1 to now being worth about 4 cents. So that's, 96% of its original value. And it's a direct result of government control.
Governments don't create money from thin air all alone. You play a key role in the magic money machine.
It's not really the central banks that are the problem. I mean, they're part of the problem, but the real problem is that we've given the power to create money to the same banks that caused the financial crisis.
We put our paychecks and savings into a bank account and draw from it as we need it. The banks are custodians of our money. Right? Wrong. It is now the property of the bank on their balance sheets. They can do just about anything they want with it. For example, create new money. Here's how. Your bank account shows $100, but the bank only holds $3 and loans $97 to Bob to buy something. In the bank's computers, you still have $100 in your account, but Bob now has $97 of new virtual money in his account. Just digits on a computer screen. There's no cash, no gold, or anything else backing up the new numbers in Bob's account. Just his promise to pay it back. This is new money created as debt. When those $97 are spent, say in a shop, the shop owner deposits into another bank, and it is lent out again and again and again. And each of these people have numbers in their accounts showing that they own this money. So your original $100 has multiplied. Now there are over $3,300 in the system. This process of loaning out far more money than a bank actually has as cash on hand is called fractional reserve banking.
In the UK, 97% of the money that exists is just numbers in a computer system, and those numbers are created by the banks.
Banks earn untold billions in interest every year by creating and lending virtual money. What's more, banks don't even need your deposit to create new money. If they consider someone credit-worthy for a loan, they can put new magic money into his or her account.
All right, so let's talk about that for a second. What I just showed you where banks around the world, central banks, I don't care if they're in South Africa, I don't care if they're in Zimbabwe, I don't care if they're in the United States of America, Kenya, Nigeria, Botswana, Tanzania. They've been using fractional reserve banking to make money on your money. And now, because of Bitcoin, Satoshi, he understood it. He was a very brilliant man who understood that he could create digital money that would take the ability for banks to use your money and to leverage it and leave you out. So he created it for you. Now, I'm gonna show you one more thing. Now, we dealt with the banks. I showed you why banks are sitting on the fence. Now I'm gonna show you why governments are still sitting on the fence right now. Okay, so pay attention to this, and then we're gonna go over and tell the story. This is so key to understand what we got right here. Right here.
Would not miss the point more effectively than by thinking of Bitcoin as a currency and payment network that will make shopping easier for the first world. Bitcoin is about everything else, everywhere else.
There are 2.5 billion people without a bank account. With Bitcoin, a mobile phone with an internet connection is now a bank with
Okay, stop right there. with Bitcoin, a mobile phone and an e-wallet, Bitcoin wallet is now a bank. Okay, now you came here today to learn. So I'm telling you, Dixon from the United States of America, that if you have a Bitcoin wallet and you got a cell phone, you now have a Bitcoin bank if you take action. Now pay attention to the rest of this video, and they want to tell you the story of how you can get Bitcoins.
Access to the global marketplace.
What happens when Bitcoin services and infrastructure and Bitcoin wallets and payment processors start going into these countries? These people will be able to gain benefits from trade where they could not previously. These people will be able to send money home, international remittance, which is one of the major pain points of the current financial system.
Yeah, if I send $100, with banks it's going to cost me 20%, Western Union is going to cost 10%, other options that are competing with Western Union is still going to be about 5%. And if you are sending to really remote areas, it's going to be anywhere between 15 and 30%.
So in terms of money remittances, it's going to be a game changer using Bitcoin. You do not need a bank account. You just need internet connection and a wallet to get set up. It's a tool to give people an access into the global ecosystem and give them a promise for an economic future, and specifically provide a way for them to not be dependent on a government that could shut down their bank accounts or even could go into their bank accounts and take out finances.
An international wire transfer can take up to 4 days. Yet
an international wire transfer can take up to 4 days. But right now, with a cell phone and a Bitcoin wallet, I can send Sariva $1,000 right now in 2 seconds. It don't take 4 days for me to send her Bitcoins in Zimbabwe. Okay, so pay attention.
the internet allows us to instantly and globally share text, pictures, videos, anything digital. Why not money? Money, which we now know only exists as digits in a bank's database.
With Bitcoin, you can send $1 or $1 million worth of value anywhere in the world. You can do it for free, or you pay the Bitcoin network fee, which is still just around a penny. And there's nothing that the big banks or politicians can do to stop it.
A cryptocurrency that can only be created and transferred with computer networks may be the next step of the digital revolution.
A lot of people want to criticize Bitcoin for being used for illegal things or illicit things, but if you look at it, the most popular currency in the entire world for doing bad things is the US dollar.
If you think of Bitcoin as a platform instead of a currency, then you really begin to see the potential it has.
The ledger, which cannot be forged, it cannot be changed, and is universally accepted, is genius. There will be Bitcoin technology forever, and it'll have applications for years to come.
Creating a secure global payment system may just be the beginning. Patents, contracts, land titles, proof of ownership can be baked into Bitcoin, securely held in the public ledger.
I read up more about Bitcoin, I played with the source code, I built some things that I realized this is actually a very, very powerful protocol. It's not just a currency, but it's actually programmable money.
All right, that's it.
The digital age has fundamentally changed the world. We have embraced digitized music, film, medical records, communications, the internet. The free exchange of information and currency can fuel revolutions, help in a disaster. But our money is shackled to the 20th century, manipulated by governments and banks. The champions of Bitcoin ask us to imagine payments without a middleman, investments without a broker, loans without a bank, insurance without an underwriter, charity without a trustee, escrow without an agent, betting without a bookie, record-keeping without an accountant, global, secure, nearly instant, and free. Is it fantasy or the future of money and commerce?
love Bitcoins. I'm really into Bitcoin. If you don't know.
All right, guys, that's it for that. Hold on. So, what was I able to show you? I showed you that banks have, listen. Wisdom. I want you to use wisdom. You spent your whole life making money. There's one guy named Satoshi Nakamoto. There was another guy named Mark Zuckerberg. Now have 3.8 billion people in social media connected around the world. That's why we're here. There was another guy named Bill Gates who was smarter than us. He created Microsoft Windows for every computer, every DOS-driven program computer around the world. Now it's called Windows. Then a guy named Steve Jobs, created Apple. He was smarter than us. And now Satoshi Nakamoto understood how banks was robbing us. And he created Bitcoin for us, not for the banks, not for governments, but for the people. That's why we have a chance now. One more video about what the banks have been doing. And then we'll go and tell a story about how you can get Bitcoin, I promise you. But I want to make sure I drive this home because this video is being recorded where you can use it to show it to your people all around the world. Take a look at what the congressman in London has to say about banks and how they've been treating us and how banks should be locked up. Pay attention to this. I think I can rest my case, and then we can show you how to get what Satoshi created for us.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. I think what we're dealing with here is a triumph, is it not, of hope over experience. You're talking about things which aren't the problem. The problem that we have is a flawed banking system, a fractional reserve banking system, where bankers can lend money that they don't have. And if you go back in time to the United States in the 1850s, that was a capital offence. You could hang for that. Now we have this extraordinary situation where we've had regulation, lots of regulation. It's been the wrong sort of regulation, hasn't it? And so we've had another disaster. And none of this is actually going to save us from another disaster down the line. It's bound to happen because we haven't addressed the real problems, and that is your fractional reserve banking system. We must have a commodity bank on the one hand, an investment bank on the other hand. So, Commissioner, you talk about banks' ability to withstand shocks. Well, by this definition, by your definition, a shock is people turning up wanting their money back. You know, that's not a shock. That's a sort of should be a day-to-day occurrence and should be dealt with accordingly. And we're talking about bankers' bonuses, an absolutely wonderful way of taking everybody's eye off the ball. What we've actually had here is criminal activity by bankers, and not a single banker has been sent to prison. This is extraordinary. Billions of pounds have been taken away from taxpayers, taken away from depositors, bondholders, and yet not a single banker is in jail. This is a disgrace. This is a disgrace. We really have to use the law of the land, not so much regulation, and printing money. And central banks are equally culpable, make no mistake. I'd like to see some central bankers in prison. And I call quantitative easing counterfeiting. Printing money is counterfeit. It's illegal. If a private citizen did it, they would go to jail. So let's look into our own hearts. The very unpleasant arrangements that politicians, bureaucrats and central bankers have between themselves at the expense of the taxpayer. Let's end it, and let's end it now.
Okay. So do I have to be the one to tell you or ask you the question? Do I have to be the one to ask you the question, do you think banks have been robbing us? This gentleman right here, he told the story with his heart. He told the entire panel, congressional panel, that banks have been robbing us. Now, Satoshi Nakamoto created this for you. Are you going to let him down? Are you going to let him down? Are you going to let him down by not understanding what's been going on for over 100 or so years? and not embrace what's happening. The greatest wealth shift in the history of the world is happening right now, and a way out was created for you through Bitcoin. That's why Zimbabwe is embracing Bitcoin. That's why Singapore is embracing Bitcoin. That's why Dubai is embracing Bitcoin. That's why Hong Kong is embracing Bitcoin. That's why Japan is embracing Bitcoin. Walmart now has Bitcoin. You can buy $500 worth of Bitcoin in Walmart today. Amazon is embracing Bitcoin. Overstock just announced yesterday that they're now taking Bitcoins for Overstock. And you have an opportunity by paying attention to the next video. I'm going to show you now. I'm going to tell you the story. I already showed you what the banks was doing. I already showed you what governments can't do anything with us sending money from person to person. All they can do is tax it. And all banks can do is to reinvent their policies on how they can get profits with Bitcoin that they used to get with fiat currency. It would take them, but the next 24 months, guys, it would take them that long to really, really iron this out. By the time they figure it out, we will have moved trillions of dollars to each other around the globe. I challenge you to take the challenge. Some people on this panel are going to leave. They're never going to come back. Some people on this panel are going to work a job for the rest of their life. Some people on this panel is not going to leave a legacy for their kids 5 generations deep because they're caught in the rat race. They won't stay up here for an hour. They're going to leave. They're going to go back to their 9 to 5. Some are working at 9 to 5 right now while I'm presenting to you. Charles Ainsley reached out last night, and he went all the way to Zimbabwe with a message. Viola Weir in Zimbabwe, when I sent her that $100 from What's Up Team Elite, that was real money. God is doing some great things right here. And I invite you, this video is going on YouTube, and I invite you to come join me, Charles Ainsley, and the other people on this panel, and Bruce Poindexter, and Job, and Caroline, and Kenya. I invite you to come and be a part of what's going to happen. Now, let me go over and tell you the story about What's Up crowdfunding, how you can get Bitcoins through donations now. Okay, our program is starting. Next week, we're going live. In order for you to become a giver, a receiver, you must first become a giver. Let me go show you that platform. I'm going to show you 2 videos on how this program started. I'm going to show you the first video about Ash Shahid. Let me screen share. I'm going to tell you the story now. There's a gentleman. His name is Ash Shahid. Sahid. And he lives in Dubai. This is the gentleman right here. Let me go scroll up so I can show you. Ash Shahid is a multi-millionaire. And he was in multi-level marketing. This is not multi-level marketing, by the way. This is called crowdfunding. Ash Shahid was in multi-level marketing. He chose the right vehicle. He chose the right vehicle just like you here today. And if you choose this vehicle, you could do what he has done. He chose a vehicle that allowed him to make over $1 million a month in his last multi-level marketing venture. He did so well that he's a millionaire. He don't need another dime from anyone. But God sent him on a mission. And he's adamant about seeing this mission through. Now let me tell you the story. This guy and 2 of his buddies, Fred Bender, right here. Fred Bender, that's my upline. I'm right under this guy. You got the owner, you got this guy, and you got this guy. And my upline is right under this guy right here. You got my upline, 2 more people, and then you got me. Out of 41,000 people already registered, you got the owner, you got this guy, you got 3 people, 2 people under him, and I'm under the 3rd person under him. That's how close I am to the owner of this business, to being him. And I talk to him on a regular basis. I am the Bitcoin consultant. You're looking me in my face today. I am the Bitcoin consultant that's helping him put this platform together so that you can be blessed all around the world. And he's listening to me. He's a millionaire. And I'm going to say it again. And he's listening to me. And he's a millionaire. Now, what happened? Those three gentlemen created a out program. And that out program included 5 industries. It included gaming, social media, travel, e-advertising. It was gaming, social media, travel, and e-advertising. He put them all together in one platform. And he put a video to it, and he put it out on social media, and it went viral. And 300,000 people around the world signed up for his out program. Now, whenever the out program went viral, he had a good ear to the community. The 300,000 people in Zimbabwe and Tanzania and South Africa, okay, and Philippines and other foreign nations where $30 to $300 a month is their annual gross income in most of these nations. And they told Mr. Ashley he had a price point. His program had a price point of $199.88. So he had a good ear. He's a great CEO. He had a good ear. He says, "What's the problem with the app?" They say, "I love your app. I signed up for it, but the price point is too high." He said, "Can you reduce the price point on the app?" He said, "I can't reduce the price point on the app because I'm going to show you in a few minutes where you can make $250,000 a month in residual income just with the app." Now, the app will not be out until May. The app itself will not be out till May. But because people could not they did not have the money, they want to know if he could reduce the price point of the app. He said, "I can't do it because it will mess up the compensation plan in the app." He said, "But I will go and find a way so you can raise the money to come back to the app whenever the app is finished. But I'm going to find a way for you to earn the money to come into the program." So this is what he did. He came up with crowdfunding. Wassupp crowdfunding was birthed. It was birthed because the inquisitive minds around the globe wanted to know how could he reduce the price so that they could participate in this app. So in fairness to you, this is what happened. When he came up with Wassupp crowdfunding, something tragic happened. His son died. His 25-year-old son died. This parent outlived his son. And when his son died, I would say to you, he left the internet marketing space, and we thought he was gone forever. But he went away, and he came back with a vision, a great vision. That vision was to be able to create $1 billion in the name of his son to help people like Sarita from Zimbabwe, to help Viola Weir, to be able to help Earl Dixon in the United States of America. His goal was to raise $1 billion to be able to fight poverty around the world. That's number one. Everybody remember that. Number two, his second vision was to be to help you to raise $35 to come into this program. $35. You can come into crowdfunding with $35 one time, okay, to earn the money to come into that. And the last thing, you would pay $35 for you to be able to live your dream, to reap your dream by getting donations from Bitcoin. Now, let me go and show you the video of the app. And then after the app, we're going to show you the crowdfunding video that shows you how to get the money. That's coming next. It's how to get the money. I'm going to show you the video, and then I'm going to show it to you manually. I'm going to walk you through it step by step. So you got 2 videos to go, about 8 minutes apiece, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you the money myself, and we'll be done with the presentation. So watch this video. This is the app.
At this very
No, not this one. Not this one. Hold on.
Very moment, we are on the verge.
Hold on. You need to see the out video first. That's the crowdfunding video. The out video, it started with this. So the whole Wassupp crowdfunding idea for you to get Bitcoins for your project, funding that you never have to pay back, it started with this app. So understand the app real quick, because we're coming back to the app.
It's no secret. We are spending more time than ever on our mobile phones, and more than 80% of that time, we rely on apps to get things done. And the reason why users prefer to use apps is the simplicity and focus that they provide, not only to make our personal lives easier, but also when it comes to running a successful business. Introducing Wassupp Global, a first in the social networking industry and an absolute game changer. For the first time, you can combine the power of social media, chat, e-education, webinars, hotel discounts, dental savings, security software, advertising, and much more from within one single app. Running a business is a time-consuming affair, and this is exactly why we built wassupp from the ground up, with the specific focus on your needs as an entrepreneur. Never before has so many features been built into a single app. Not only does it allow you to chat, but you can also run voice and video webinars directly from your mobile device or desktop. You can enroll for life-enhancing e-courses by just tapping an icon and even access an advertising module specifically for SME. And when time comes to kick off your shoes, you can relax with a large selection of mobile games right from within the app. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. The proprietary wassupp Global Compensation Plan is where it gets really interesting. Custom designed to be balanced and friendly to the part-timer wanting to generate an additional $500 to $1,000 plus per month, as well as the full-timer needing to earn an above-average $25,000 to $100,000 plus per month. How would you like to join our exclusive Founders Club with worldwide revenue sharing? With truly amazing lifestyle awards such as luxury cars, exotic holidays, and expensive jewelry. $1 million homes and achievement bonuses of up to $2 million. Can you afford to not be a part of this revolutionary and exciting app? As an industry, first, we are introducing a lucrative 100% match on achievement bonus. That's right, this has never been done before, and absolutely exclusive to wassupp Global's game-changing platform. By using wassupp to build your business, you can earn a potentially guaranteed income of up to $250,000 per month and over $1.5 million per month in direct commissions. With the travel industry grossing more than $8 trillion in 2016 and mobile and game apps projected to generate over $100 billion, can you afford not to be part of this exploding and ever-growing market? Don't get left behind. Be part of the wassupp Global Revolution. Contact us today and find out how to combine the power of 5 of the fastest growing industries: social networking, mobile apps, e-education, travel, and games to potentially generate unlimited income.
Okay, guys, that's the app program. Very simple, very simplistic. It's there. It got 17 income streams. It's true. It's no joke. Now, that's what started the whole revolution here with wassupp crowdfunding. Listen, it's always good to know the history of anything that you're going to get involved in. So it started with that app. That's where 300,000 people around the world, 175 countries, saw the app, said, I want to be a part of it, but can you reduce the price? And that's when they came out with this. The next video explains the money and how you can get Bitcoin. We're going to show you that video. Then I'm going to come back. I'm going to go back to the panel where you can see my face and I can see yours. And I'm going to walk you through the donations, one step at a time, how you can receive the donations into this program yourself. All right, so give me just a second to show you that video. 1 second. Making sure my computer's plugged in. 1 second. There you go. All right, now let me do that. Let me show you the video that shows you the money. Right here. This is what we've been waiting for right here.
Of the greatest transfer of wealth the world has ever seen.
All right, listen to the first couple of words. You have an opportunity to participate in the greatest wealth shift that has ever happened in the history of the world.
At this very moment, we are on the verge of the greatest transfer of wealth the world has ever seen. And you are at the right place at the right time, right now. For centuries, people have used the concept of crowdfunding, the ability for individuals to harness the power of their collective resources to address financial challenges, start small businesses, and support innovation in a way that creates prosperity for the entire community. Things began to shift in the 1800s as the banking and finance industry partnered with big business to increase regulations. Initially thought of as a way to protect investors, these regulations eventually locked out the general public and potentially innovators who did not meet certain standards set by wealthy bankers and businessmen. At the height of these stifling regulations, entrepreneurs had to meet stiff demands by the SEC just to bring a product or service to market. And potential investors had to maintain assets of over $250,000 to participate in wealth-building vehicles that the rich have used for decades to increase and maintain their share of the world's wealth. Small investors and everyday people were shut out of these wealth-building opportunities. Then everything began to change for the better. In April of 2012, as President Barack Obama signed the Jobs Act into law. JOBS, which stands for the Jumpstart Our Business Startups Act, also known as the crowdfunding bill, legalized crowdfunding, which is the right for an entrepreneur to solicit the general public to invest in fundraising initiatives. It also removes income restrictions so that anyone of any class can participate in crowdfunding activities. Crowdfunding entities like GoFundMe, Fundable, Kickstarter, and Crowdability are a direct result of the Jobs Act and have brought people together from every nation to raise billions for startups, disaster relief, poverty and hunger initiatives, and community development projects around the world. In fact, crowdfunding can be used to raise funds for any project that is important to you. Inspired by the crowdfunding phenomenon, millionaire and entrepreneurial giant Mr. Sahib began to evaluate how crowdfunding could be used as both a charitable funding model and at the same time providing funding for participants' personal and humanitarian projects. If givers could at the same time become receivers in a systematic way, one could potentially lead positive change in every nation on earth. Mr. Sahib's noble endeavor to help change lives around the world has resulted in a breakthrough initiative, the WhatsUpp Crowdfunding Project. Through WhatsUpp Crowdfunding, Mr. Sahib's vision is to raise $1 billion in charitable donations and at the same time lift as many people as possible out of debt and poverty by using an automated crowdfunding platform. This automated system will allow each participant to fund and receive funds in a highly systematic format where everyone will have equal access to the financial means to live out their hopes and dreams. The most amazing thing about WhatsUpp Crowdfunding is that each participant contributes a one-time donation of $35. And then by sharing this vision of giving and receiving, whether you choose to do so part-time, full-time, or big time, the results will amaze you. Let me show you how it works. When you donate your $35 gift, $10 is set aside for operational costs and the remaining $25 is gifted to the person who invited you to participate. You are then an active participant in the WhatsUpp Crowdfunding Project. The 3x8 forced graduated step-up matrix starts with you receiving a $25 donation and quickly steps up to multiple donations in the thousands that will help you fund your personal projects. Here's how the step-up matrix works. As 3 of your contacts choose to participate in the WhatsUpp Crowdfunding Project, you will begin to automatically receive small donations, and as they share the good news of giving and sharing with WhatsUpp Crowdfunding, the step-up matrix will swell with givers, and a ripple effect begins that will not stop as the world is filled with generous people with $35 and the desire to fund a better life. All the time, we, as a community of givers, will empower WhatsUpp Crowdfunding to hit the lofty goal of giving $1 billion to people in need around the world. As the matrix grows with participants, you will quickly receive your first wave of donations up to $292. And this is just the beginning. The next group of donations will be as much as $1,710. Your personal matrix is now growing and creating your next round of donations. It is now very exciting for you to receive up to $45,000. Now remember, the system automatically moves the donations to you and others. It's fun and easy. You have received 4 waves of donations, and yet there are still 4 remaining. Congratulations! The very next round of donations is amazing and totally life-changing. You can receive funding at this time of up to $1,017,000. Once again, remember, these donations are for you to direct to any project or purpose you like, which could be for medical bills, college costs, mortgages, business projects, and the list goes on and on. For many people, this will be life-changing. Can you see yourself helping others in need, as well as purchasing a new car, making a down payment on a new home, maybe paying off some debts, or going on a dream vacation? Whatever your hopes or dreams, it's easy to see how wassupp crowdfunding is the most powerful way to turn dreams into reality. At this point, you can see how incredible the vision of wassupp crowdfunding is. And yet there are still 3 waves of donations remaining. The benefits of wassupp crowdfunding are no products to handle or samples to distribute, no monthly fees, quotas, or volume to maintain, no bothering friends and family with demonstrations or sales pitches on products they don't want or need. But the best part about wassupp crowdfunding is that your small donation, combined with the power of collective economics, will literally transform the world and create real and lasting change to better the lives of others, no matter where they live around the globe. All you need is an initial donation of $35 and a desire to see at least 3 others blessed through a platform designed to help everyone financially. But I have a special announcement for you. The official launch date for wassupp crowdfunding is coming soon. There are already over 235,000 people from around the globe who have lined up to partner with us. On the official launch date, they will have open access to sign up and will literally create a tsunami of donations that will drive incredible success for those who are already registered. The great news is you are receiving advance notice and preferred placement if you act now.
That's it. If you act now, that's it. That's the meat of what we got. Going back to the panel. Okay. All right. I've done the bulk of it. Now, I'm going to show you the money, flow through the compensation plan, show you the money, how you become a giver and a receiver, how you can participate in this program, own this program. You literally have the ability to turn your cell phone or your laptop into a virtual ATM machine. With all the information I shared you today, you should be a lot smarter than you were when you came in this room. You should also understand now that Satoshi Nakamoto, when he designed this, he took the banks out and he showed you why. I showed you why. He took the government out and I showed you why. Now, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Guys, it's our time. This is our season. We got to act now. Let me go and show you the money. And I'm going to let you ask me some questions. All right. So let's go over to our compensation plan. We can break this down for you. All right, this is the money right here. I'm going to make it as large as I possibly can so you can see it on your screen. I want it large today. See right here. There you go. Now everybody should be able to see that. All right. Let me do one thing as far as logistics is concerned. All right. So now I muted everybody. Let me see who's on the panel. All right. I still got a. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, so let's go through the money. I'm gonna unmute Charles. Can you unmute? All right. Can you unmute yourself, Charles Ainsley?
Yes, sir.
Good. Let's see, Quentin. Okay. We only got a few people up here, which is okay. All right, so I'm gonna unmute Bruce. All right, so guys, I'm gonna need your help as I go through this compensation plan. You know what we do and how we do what we do. All right, so guys, so how do you become a giver and a receiver? Now, I'm talking to right now. I started with about 17 people. Only got 8 left, which is okay because everybody is not going to understand a blessing when it comes. It's just simply that way. I wish I could change it, but I can't change it. But today, the ones who are still left here, if you take action now, let's go and look how you become a giver and a receiver. All you do is that you donate a one-time $35 one time in Bitcoin to this platform. One time. And $35 one time. And then when you donate $35, the company is going to take $10 out of your $35 and they're going to donate it to the $1 billion fund. Now, remember, the reason we donate this money to the $1 billion fund is because it could be a child in a foreign country that need a heart transplant, and their insurance will not cover it. They will be able to submit an inquiry to our company to tap into that $1 billion fund where they can get funding to be able to help their kid with a heart transplant today. Our donation program starts next week, where we actually start moving these donations around. Ashley Heave, the owner of the company, just encouraged all of us to try to bring 10 people ourselves. It's only required 3 for your funding to get you logged in, but he impressed upon us the urgency of us trying to get 10 people a piece if we can, so that we can help send money to that $1 billion fund, so we can help kids and mothers and fathers who just suffer from a natural disaster, who need money when now. People in Zimbabwe don't need money tomorrow. They need money now. They need access to money now. That's why we sent money to Viola Weir. Okay. Now, how do you do it? You pay $35. The company will take $10. Okay. Out of that, if you only pay and you leave, that's called a donor. You're a giver. Now, if you want to become a giver and a receiver, you pay $35 and you bring 3 people just like yourself. And when you bring 3 people like yourself, it's going to duplicate itself. 10, 10, 10 going to the $1 billion fund. 25, 25, 25. That's $75. Out of $75, it's going to be an escrow right here where my arrow is. Out of $75, what's going to happen? $25 is your net. $50 is going to be upgraded. Everybody say upgrade.
Upgrade.
Upgrade. All right. When you upgrade, you're going to level 2. Now that $50 that you use to upgrade with, this is an automated system, guys. You don't have to wait on people to go in the back office to push a button. When those 3 donations get there, the system automatically upgrade you to level 3. And that $50 donation, that $50 upgrade is going to someone like Farida in Zimbabwe. Whether she's sleeping, whether she's on her job, whether she's eating or relaxing, that donation of $50 is going to go there as long as she brings her 3 people to this panel. Okay. Now, because she gave $25, now you put yourself in a position where you got 3 people you shared it with. I got 3 people in Zimbabwe right now. The Viola Weir has already recommended this platform. Those 3 gonna get 3. Now you got 9 people. 9 times 50, because we upgraded. 9 times 50 was $450. Out of $450, let's do the math. Out of $450, okay, you see $292. I'm gonna break it down for you. Out of $450, the company will take $100 and send it to level 3 automatically for you. It's gonna leave $350. Now you say, Earl, I only see $292. That's because the company takes $58 out of your $350, which is going to leave you $292. Okay? Now that money is your money. Those are your donations that you get to keep it to do whatever you want to do. Send a kid to college, buy a house. Okay? Whatever you want to do with your money, go on vacation. Now, everybody say upgrade. Help me, Charles.
Upgrade.
Okay? We're going to level 3. When we go to level 3, guys, it's a game changer. Okay, $100 just went to level 3. $100 times 27 people. When you're 9 people, get 3 people. That's 27 people. That's $2,700. That's 27 donations coming to you because you gave a one-time donation of $35. Now, $2,700. Let's do the numbers. Let's break the numbers down. Out of $2,700, because you see $1,700. Out of $2,700, $700 is automatically going to level 4. It's going to leave you a net of $2,000. Out of $2,000, the company going to take $290. It's going to the $1 billion fund to fight poverty around the globe and help people. It's people helping people that's coming together and moving this money. Now, it leaves you $1,710 in Bitcoin, not in fiat currency. We already know the history of fiat currency. The guy showed them the American dollar is less than 4%. Okay. Now, everybody say upgrade.
Upgrade.
Now, when you upgrade on level 7, guys, watch this right here. Out of the 2,700 you got, 700 went to level 4. $700. Somebody gonna get a donation of $700 while they're sleeping, eating, playing golf, relaxing, swimming, whatever they're doing. Somebody's phone gonna get an email saying you just got a donation of $700. which pays my cell phone bill, which pays my light bill, which pays my cable bill. And I still got $300 left at the end of the month. Now, $290 went to the $1 billion fund, okay? And when you upgrade to level 4, this is what happens. You just upgraded. Level 4 was $700. Because you gave $700 through an upgrade, it now puts you in a position. It puts you in a position to receive 81 donations of $700. Okay, you're gonna get up to $45,000 in donations on this level. 81 times 700 equals $56,700, guys. We only talking 81 people. That's 3 who get 3. That's 9 to get 3. That's 27. 27 to get 3. That's 81 people. 81 times 7 equals $56,700. Out of $56,700, I'm gonna let you go to bed in a minute, Mr. Rita, in Zimbabwe. Hold on with me, baby. Just hold on with me. All right, now, out of $56,700, the company gonna take $5,000 and send you to level 5. It's gonna take $6,700 and it's going to the $1 billion fund. Now, I want you to pay attention to this right here, because on level right here, you got $45,000 in Bitcoin. What would $45,000 in Bitcoin do for you right now, Sarima, in Zimbabwe? Tell me what $45,000 in Bitcoin would do for you in your nation in South Africa. Would it help? Can you hear me? Quentin Eden, mama. Can you hear me? Yeah. What would $45,000 in Bitcoin do for you in your nation right now? Would it help you?
Yeah, it would help. It would do a lot. I would spend the whole night listing the things that it could do. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. $45,000 in Bitcoin. Guys, make sure you understand what I'm going to explain. Bitcoin at $4,500, you would have 10 Bitcoins. 10 Bitcoins in 3 years going to be $500,000. 10 of them will be $500,000. In 7 to 10 years, 10 Bitcoins is going to be $10 million. And all you spent was $35 one time. And look, and you understood everything that I taught you today. And you spent your time sharing this with the people in your community. Now, everybody say upgrade.
Upgrade.
When you upgrade, guys, this time upgrade. It changed the game because you took $5,000. Somebody going to receive Earl, it could have been you. Yeah, it could have been you to receive that $5,000 donation. Because you upgraded on level 5, you're going to get 243 donations of $5,000 per in Bitcoin. Not in fiat currency. We're talking Bitcoin now. 243 times 5,000 equals $1,017,000 in Bitcoin. Guys, that's 266 in Bitcoin. In 10 years, that's $266 million. If Bitcoin only get to $500,000, that's $133 million. If all you donated was $35, and you shared this program with 3 people, who shared it with 3 people, who shared it with 3 people, and you can't stop it because it's like cancer. And those donations will be coming even while you're asleep. All right, hold on just a second. All right, now, I want you to say upgrade.
Upgrade.
Upgrade. There you go. Upgrade. Going on to level 5. We're going to level 6. Guys, on level 6 is more money than you can ever. It's more money. $729. 729 donations on level 6. There's even more money on level 7. On level 7, you can imagine. On level 7, you can imagine that income of 3 people in your household over $50,000 a month, average monthly income in donations. Guys, we get donations hourly. Can you imagine getting over $50,000 in donations hourly? Hourly. We get listen, as long as your 3 people are sharing this program, those donations will be coming in each hour on the hour. Okay, each hour on the hour, as long as you're sharing this program. Now, On level 8 is more money than you can ever imagine. On level 8, I'm gonna stop screen sharing. I'm gonna go and ask you a question because I've done my job here. Okay, there you go, Bruce. I did my job. I showed you. Hey, Earl. I showed you the platform. Now, my name is not Bill Gates. Hold on, this is Caroline calling me from Kenya. Let me see what's going on. Let me just tell you. We're on Zoom. We are on Zoom. We are on Zoom. Hold on. That's one of my leaders in Kenya. Okay. All right, so she should be here on Zoom with us.
There she go.
Hey, Caroline. That's not Caroline. That's the Reva.
Oh, who's the 904?
Oh, 904.
That's one of my people, Bruce. That's Jerome.
Congratulations, man.
Jerome Skinner. Yeah.
Awesome.
Go ahead, Job.
Is he already in?
Yes, sir.
Jerome already in?
Jerome's already in, man. I'm just trying to help him get his wallet and stuff funded.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll have all that done by tomorrow, man. He has some. Well, yeah. I'll talk to you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so guys, listen to me. Okay. My name is not Bill Gates. My name is not Mark Zuckerberg. Huh? And my name is not Satoshi Nakamoto, but I'm gonna tell you, he designed this puppy for you. This thing right here was designed for you. Now, what you do with it is totally up to you, because there is no bank to stop you. If you don't believe me, go into the bank tomorrow and tell them that you want $100 in Bitcoin and see what they tell you. They're not gonna have it right now. Now, 3 years from today, they will be able to give you Bitcoin in your local bank. Some banks right now are already gearing up to be able to do it, but right now, because we don't need no help to hit that button and say send. Woo, baby. Come on, Bruce.
Tell them about that Walmart to Walmart.
Walmart to Walmart. Walmart to Walmart. You tell them, Charles. You tell them. Go ahead, tell them.
Man, you can send Bitcoin Walmart to Walmart just like you can money now, boy. It's going everywhere. I'm telling you, if you don't get on this thing, don't be mad at me.
That's right.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna be a cryptocurrency millionaire. I already know that.
Done made up your mind?
Oh, man, hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. It wasn't me making up my mind. It was thrown to me. Ain't nothing I can do. Once God puts something in motion, man, hey, I'm just gonna ride.
That's what you gotta do, guys.
I'm just gonna ride.
This was designed for you. Now, what was designed for you? The governments around the world are trying to regulate it. The banks around the world are trying to. The banks around the world are trying to figure out how to get their portions of the profit. Now, some of you guys do not know this lady. I'm going to do something I've never done before. Pay attention to what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you something. If you really want to be a leader and become a millionaire, get to know who this lady is. Watch this. Watch this. This lady right here. Let me screen share. You want to know who this lady is right here. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Give me a second. All right. I want you to go. You need to get to know this lady right here. Christine Lagarde. This is the most important lady when it comes to finances in the world. The death of Bitcoin around the world had a lot to do. The death or life of Bitcoin had a lot to do with this lady right here. This one woman right here. She is more important than E.F. Hutton. Some people say when E.F. Hutton speaks, everybody listen. E.F. Hutton ain't got nothing on this lady right here. This lady right here, the chief of the International Monetary Fund. So some people say, what is the International Monetary Fund? The International Monetary Fund is the NATO of money, where 188 countries around the world come together and determine what currency is the leading currency around the world. And she made a statement recently. It says it right here. Hold on. Well, hold on. Christine Lagarde. There's one most. There's a profile of Christine Lagarde, one of the most powerful women in the world. Y'all see that? You see that, Charles?
Mm-hmm.
Christine Lagarde, a profile of Christine, one of the most powerful women in the world. Hold on. You really get all these videos. Go on YouTube. Do your homework. She said, hold on. I'm gonna get to one article. I want to do one particular article. One of these things she said told the banks to take digital currency seriously. Let me see if I can find it.
Hey, Earl, just type Bitcoin up there by her name.
All of this is concerning Bitcoin. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Take Bitcoin. Serious. Let me see if we can find it. Oh, right here. This is it. Right here.
Go.
He says, Christine Lagarde, cryptocurrency should not be ignored by governments. Okay, now hold on. I'm gonna go back. Now you can go do your own research on her, because I'm not gonna do all your homework for you. You want this shit to go get this. She came last month. She came to Washington D.C. and did a conference in Washington D.C. She told all central banks around the world to take digital currency and cryptocurrency serious. She said there are women that are making night deposits and money, fiat currency, and they're being robbed daily. She said with a cell phone, that a woman could push a button and make her night deposit, and she will never be robbed using cryptocurrency. And then she told all the central banks around the world to take Bitcoin seriously. Guess what? When she say take it serious, they better take it serious. Now, while they're thinking about, some of them are still saying, we're going to wait another year before we regulate it because we don't understand how to regulate. We don't have nobody regulating us right now. The only thing that's holding you back from getting $5,000 in a donation is you not donating $35 right now. Need to get back with your sponsor and let your sponsor show you, give you a link, show you how to get signed up so you can make one donation of $35. And then what you want to do, you want to start bringing them in front of me. And let me tell this story. Guys, there's no excuses now for poverty. Being broke is a choice now. If you're on the internet, I don't care where you are around the world. I'm going to say it again. Being broke today after hearing my conversation is a choice. If you choose to leave this panel and don't take action, that's totally on you. But in 2 years, you're going to love me or hate yourself. Why? Because Bitcoin going to be close to $500,000 in 2 years. Let me tell you what just happened in Bitcoin. If I was a day trader, Futures, derivatives, RAs, mutual funds, and hedge funds just came over to the cryptocurrency arena. They was put there not for you. They wasn't put there for the poor. They were put there for the elite. They're going to do 100 billion. They're going to do 100 billion in the next 2 to 5 years. Our daily market cap today, last month we were doing, let me show you the guys. Let me show you something. If you don't think I know what I'm talking about, let me show you something. This is a gift to you. Go to CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap.com. Let me show you this right here. Today, this is what we did today around the world today. Today we did 133 billion, 68,803,395 in Bitcoin transaction on Sunday. Okay, I'm gonna repeat it in case you didn't get that. Today on Sunday, we did around the world 133 billion, 68,803,395 in Bitcoin transactions a day, and we talking Sunday.
Good Lord.
And let me tell you something. So because you guys ain't getting this. Futures and derivatives just landed for the billionaires. You can't stop this train. All you have to do is pay $35 and get yourself a seat and just share this story. Take this video. I'm gonna paste this video. If you want to make $1 million in the next 6 months, take this video that I'm gonna put on getfunnynow.info and just put this in front of people and just keep sharing it. Just keep sharing it, and make your $1 million in the next 6 months. Because, hey, Charles, I see your son. What's his name?
This is my son Zion. I just wanted to show y'all. He's 13 years old. He sits in every time we're on Zoom. I don't show his face a lot because I protect him on the internet. But at the same time, he's 13 years old. By the time my son is 15, I guarantee you, he'll never have to worry about anything else. This is a guy that's 13 years old, and he knows. He's been listening to Mr. Earl. Mr. Earl is his uncle now.
Sure.
And he listens to Mr. Earl because he knows that this right here is real. It's not going anywhere. It's here to stay. And he knows that because of this right here, he ain't gonna have to worry about nothing ever. I already set up his wallets and everything, so he's ready to go to.
So the largest job sector, just so you guys know, the largest job sector in the world right now is digital currency. The largest job sector in the world today, right now, while we talk, is cryptocurrency. Hold on, let me get a special guest too. I want to show you something too. Hold on.
Don't bring his door. No, he can bring a little earth.
1 second, he coming. Say hello to Mrs. Charles' son right here. Close the door. We'll say. See right here.
I want to see you. You guys need to get to know each other.
I want to meet this young man right quick. See right here. Say hello.
Yeah, you guys are leaders, man.
So,
I want to be leading the way.
So I'm come here a little bit. I'm Big Earl, and this is
Little Earl.
Same age.
Hello, Earl.
Same age. Both of you guys are 13.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna be leaders, man. Y'all gonna be beast.
Let me ask you a question. Little Earl, do you own a Bitcoin wallet?
Yes.
Do you got money in it?
Yes.
Tell us what you saw happen in 1 week with your Bitcoin. We started with $30, right? All right. Then we put, so you saw some earnings the next day? Okay. And then we put $50 the next day. 2 days later, I put $50, right? Okay. So in 1 week, how much earnings did you see in 1 week on your Bitcoin?
14.
You saw 14.
We have Cynthia in Kenya.
14.
Oh, that's okay, Joe. What's your daughter name?
Yeah.
Cynthia.
Hey, Cynthia. You want to say hi, Earl? How old is she?
Cynthia is 15.
She's 15. Wow. Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hey, I hope y'all see what's going on. I hope y'all see that we're teaching our children, and our children is leveraging. Guys, fractional reserve banking, you working, and the banks are making more money on your money than you. And then Satoshi Nakamoto created this for us. We have got, look, Satoshi Nakamoto is anonymous. He remains anonymous because he don't want governments around the world trying to take this thing down. But he created it for you. He created it, move this way, Larry, come out close. He created it for the little Earls and the little Charleses and Jobs. What's the name again? What's the name again, Job?
Cynthia.
And the Cynthias around the world. And the Sean is in Kenya. This was created for the next generation.
Yeah.
But it's up to the parents now to embrace this and to be an example, to be able to move this money now so that these kids can have a better life. It's up to us to do. Larry, thank you, Earl. All right, so now, I don't know what else more to say. Anybody in the panel got questions for me? Anybody on the panel got a question? I'm going to give you my phone number, 919-530-8022. I don't care where you are around the world. Around the world. You can reach out and reach any of us and tell us that you're ready to get started with this program. Charles Ainley, you want to give them your phone number or you don't?
I do. I don't mind, man. Y'all, my telephone number for anybody that needs my number, you can call me at 770-231-2370. 770-231-2370. Call me anytime.
Is that Chicago?
I don't sleep.
Where you located, Charles?
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta.
All right. Okay, what about you, Bruce and Earl? Y'all want to give me your phone number?
Lawton, Oklahoma. Phone number, area code 580-917-1771.
Awesome. What about you, Bruce?
Bruce Poindexter. It's 580-483-1343.
Awesome. You're in Oklahoma too, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. What about you, Alice? Hey, Alice, how you doing? Let me unmute you, Alice. Hey, Alice, how are you?
I'm good.
Where are you located, Alice?
South Africa.
Wow. So you heard our presentation?
I beg your pardon?
Did you hear the entire presentation?
I joined in very late.
Okay, that's okay. It's gonna be a recording. Okay, I want you to write this down. I want you to write this website down. Hold on. I want you to write this website down. Let me show you this website. Hold on. Let me know if you can see that website. Can you see that website? Hold on.
Yep. Coin market.
Wait a minute. Hold on. That's not it. Not that one. Hold on. I'm a screen share. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna give you my team website. Hold on. I want you to get this website. Getfundingnow.info.
Oh, okay. Get funding.
Now, .info. That's our team website.
Okay, cool. I got it.
Okay, now you can go there and look at this video that I'm doing now. You will be on it. I'm gonna place this video within the next 2 hours. It will be on that website, and all the information you need is on that website. Now, I think did Charles invite you? Charles Ansley invite you?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, awesome. He's a great leader. He's serious about his mission. Reach out to him, friend him on Facebook. We do a international Zoom every day at 12 o'clock. Okay. And
all right, thank you.
We invite you to come back on so you can learn more about what we're doing. And we're gonna impress upon you. We're gonna impress upon you to take action now, because we know the current state of money in Zimbabwe. We understand what's going on there. Okay?
Okay, I'm in South Africa. Zimbabwe is a country just before South Africa.
Okay. What's the name of your country?
I'm in South Africa.
Oh, you in South Africa? Awesome.
Oh.
Well, we're welcome. We would love to have you join us. Okay. And to get started with your first donation, if you give a donation of $35, you will begin to receive donations yourself. Okay. Now, Charles, I want you to get her the 7-minute video as soon as you can. Okay. Let's send her that 7-minute video. Spend some time with her through Zoom. Okay, and bring her up to speed.
Just send me a video.
Alice, send me a message on Facebook.
.info.
I'll do that.
Okay.
And Joe.
Getfundingnow.info.
Mm-hmm. And Job, I want you to say something. Give them your name again.
My name's Job Masharia Kanja. I'm in Kenya. My number is 254-723-630028.
Awesome. Yeah. And Job is a leader. Job is a leader in Africa. What part of Africa, Job? Tell them. Can you hear me? All right, he's in Nakuru. Job is in Nakuru, Africa. He's in Nakuru, Africa. So you can get in contact with him now. Miss Sarita in South Africa. Can you hear me? Quentin and Eden's mom. Can you hear me?
I'm in South Africa, but I'm from Zimbabwe. Yes,
She's
I
from
can
Zim-
hear you.
Yeah, she's from.
And my number is 0027 79058 5424.
Okay, repeat it one more time. She's from Zimbabwe. Repeat your number one more time.
I'm from Zimbabwe, but I'm in South Africa.
Okay.
My number is 0027 79058 5424.
Okay, and do me a favor. I want you to type that in the chat for me.
My
Okay.
internet is bad now.
Okay, type that in. Type your phone number in the chat for me. Type it in the chat. Okay. Guys, if you're in South Africa and Zimbabwe, you can reach out to her. Okay. I'm gonna post her number here. Hold on. She's ready to put her number right here. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do it for her. If you're serious about breaking the chains of financial slavery in your country, and you really want to be blessed, okay, you can get in contact with her right here. Hold on. Type your number in there so I can see your phone number. All right, 1 second. 1 second. All right, hold on. I'm gonna do something for you right now because you showed up today. This is her name. She's in Zimbabwe. She's in South Africa. She's in Zimbabwe. This is her name. Okay. All right. Severia. All right. And now we're gonna take her phone number.
Yes, Severia.
All right. Type your phone number in there so I can get your phone number.
Okay, but my internet is a bit slow now, so the hot visit hasn't popped up yet.
Okay, so tell me your number. Tell me your number again. I'm gonna type it in. Hold on. One digit at a time. Okay. What's your phone number?
Country code is 27. Country code is 27. Then my number is 79058 5424.
And what's your country code?
0027.
0027. Is that right?
Yes.
0027 790
79058 5424.
Okay. All right. So can you see it on my computer screen?
No, I cannot see anything. I think internet on my side is slow. It's just going in circles. I can't see anything.
Okay, well, tell me one more time. I'm gonna tell you what I got. I got 0027. Is that part right? 790. I got 790 585 424. Okay, awesome.
That's right.
Okay, awesome. So if you're in Zimbabwe and you need a person, if you need a leader, Charles is gonna be working with her. Make sure you friend her on Facebook, Charles, and you work with her, get her signed up so she can be a leader in Zimbabwe. She's living in South Africa, but she's from Zimbabwe. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Send me a message on Facebook. Let's connect and get it done.
Awesome. Guys, hey guys, I'm just a vessel being used by God. Did you say something?
Sorry?
Did you say something?
No, my network is breaking.
Okay, no problem. So we'll be back here tomorrow at 12 o'clock. You can come on 12 o'clock my time. I think it's like 6 o'clock your time in South Africa.
Yeah, just send me a message.
Okay. All right. So Job, you can let everybody know. Okay, you can let everybody know there. Each day we get on here. Hey, guys around the world, even the people in the United States of America, it's up to you what you do. It's up to do with you what you do from here. I've given you all the information. I showed you how the banks is robbing you blindly. Okay, and then this guy, this stranger around the world. Oh, let me get my Bitcoin. This stranger around the world came up with Bitcoin. Hey, Elsie, I'm glad you're back.
Hey, I'm trying to ask a question. Go ahead.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. This stranger around the world named Satoshi Nakamoto designed this for you. Now, the rest of you guys, it's up to you what you do with this. But your $1 million is you got $1 million seat if you take action now. Now, let me do an income disclaimer, and let me make sure everybody's clear. Earl Dixon has never ever told anyone not to pay your taxes. If you get this money, you have enough money to pay yourself and pay your taxes. Pay your taxes, okay? When it's time for you to take your money out, they are taxed what you take out. What's in your wallets is in your wallet, but when you take your money out, you've got to pay your taxes on your gains. Okay, pay your taxes. Number two, some people will make $1 million and some people will make nothing because they will not take action. The only thing that's keeping you talk every day, but what are you talking about? The only thing that's separating you from your $1 million is what you're talking about on a daily basis. Stop looking at the news. Stop looking at soap operas on TV. Start telling the story about the greatest wealth shift in the history of the world is taking place under your business. I'm teaching people right here how to take Bitcoin and to start making money every day without this program. I made $900 the other day right here. Okay, just by taking Bitcoin. Listen, when Bitcoin go up, okay, you need to take your profits out. Put $100 in your no. First, you're going to do is put $35 here, but for yourself, put $100 in Bitcoin. And when Bitcoin goes up toward $8,000 in the next couple of weeks, it's going from by Christmas, Bitcoin is going to be at $10,000. I believe by January, Bitcoin will be around 13,000 by the end of January. But as Bitcoin go up, take your profits off. I'll teach you how to do that right here. When Bitcoin go down, let it come down, come back in again, let it rise back up, take some more profits off. I'm showing people how to do it right here. I'm taking $100 off one day, $300 out the next day, $900 out the next day. I'm taking those monies off the next day. And I can teach you how to do it right here. We are a unique group called Wassupp Crowdfunding. Okay, Miss Elsie, you got a question?
Yeah. First, how do I get back on camera?
Okay, you cut your video on your phone. Just touch the video, and it allows us to see.
Phone?
Yeah, on your phone, you got a microphone and you got a video camera. Touch the video camera. Make sure there's no line across your video camera.
I'm not on my phone.
Or you're on your computer, same thing. On your now on your screen, it's your video to your left. It should be a video camera. If it got a line across it, that means that your video is turned off. A red line.
Okay, how do I turn it back on?
Just touch that camera with your mouse.
Well, I did. Oh.
There you go.
No?
No. Okay, go out and come right back in. We're going to wait on you.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
I've been trying to sign up on Coinbase.
Uh-huh.
It took me a couple of hours to get my verification in.
Yes, did you get it?
I did get it in.
Okay.
And what happened is every time I go to my site, they continue to ask for that verification, and I can't get beyond the verification.
Well, let me ask you this. Tell me how you did your verification. What did you do?
Oh, geez, it's a long process. I took a picture and sent it to myself, and I downloaded it, saved it, I downloaded it. And then I just put it in.
Oh, you're talking about your photo ID verification?
Photo ID, uh-huh.
Okay, so did they approve your photo ID?
They approved it.
Okay, now the next step, when you click on the word buy or sell, right? Did you do that? What happened?
It said you submit your verification. You have to submit another verification. I did that.
Okay.
Get beyond that point.
Okay. You can't get beyond that point?
No.
Okay, I'll spend a little time with you offline in a minute, and we'll see what we can do to get you going. You have to come back to the Zoom room. I'm going to take a look at what you got, and we'll take it from there, okay?
That's the same experience as Jerome is having, Earl, I was talking to you about. He has to go to the bank on tomorrow, so I'm not sure. We'll talk to him about that later.
Let me tell y'all what I did for a guy yesterday. Okay, so if you haven't done this, if you're trying to verify your ID, what you have to do, take your cell phone, take a picture of your driver license outside where it's very clear. Okay, then take a picture of the front and the back of your driver's license. Email that to yourself on your phone, to that way you can pull it up on your computer. Okay, when you get it to your computer, when you go to verification, it's gonna say when you get it to your computer and your email, you're gonna download that to your pictures folder, your front. So it's Earl Dixon front. It's Earl Dixon DL front. That's the front of my driver license. Earl Dixon DL back. That's the back of my driver license. Download that to your laptop. Okay, and then when they say verify your picture photo ID, you're gonna upload the front and upload the back of your photo ID. Now, make sure you keep that picture within that box. If your picture's outside that box, they're not gonna validate that ID. Okay, so you want to see something around the edge of your picture, not too much space, but at least make sure it's space all around the edge of your picture whenever you upload it. Whenever you take that picture outside with your telephone, okay? You understand what I'm saying, Elsie?
Yeah, I understand. And that's basically what I did.
Okay, all right.
Now, every time I, went to buy and it asked me for that all over again. I went back again and it continues to ask me for that.
Okay, I'll work with you to get that done, don't worry. All right.
Okay.
All right, let me ask Earl a question. Miss Earl.
Yeah.
You ready to rock this baby? Or you gonna play with this thing?
He said, you ready to rock this thing and you gonna play with it? Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Hey Earl, let me tell you what's gonna happen in the near future, okay? People gonna be paying their prepaid legal in Bitcoin real soon. You would have said.
Hey, I'm not opposed to that. Hey, look at that.
Principal said, look at that. Oh, glory. What's that first top word up there?
As is prepaid legal.
Yep, I know, legal services.
Hey, but what I'm telling you is, I'm holding this up because it says profiles of success. We need to have our own book, Team Elite.
You got that right.
That's what I'm saying.
You got that right.
Hey, and Nina, and I'm sorry to butt in, but Nina and me and JJ had talked last night about setting up this, oh God, I forgot what you call it. Nina's on there, but I gotta go. So Nina's gonna explain it to you, or JJ can explain it to you, but we gotta get with you because we got a lot we're trying to do. We're trying to do that telethon thing.
Okay, awesome. Awesome.
Okay. And I got some ideas, but I got to get back to work. So I just had to make sure I hook my big brother up. You know what I'm saying? And I get my 2 Earl the Pearls together. I'm unstoppable, brother. All I can tell y'all is, what's up?
What's up? That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you, Bruce, for hanging out with us.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Awesome. All right, so guys, if you're out there in the internet world, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Snapchat or on Instagram, this is real. This is real. Bitcoin will be at $500,000 in 3 years, with or without you. Okay, Bitcoin will be $1 million in 7 to 10 years, with or without you. Now I'm gonna tell you what they're doing. They're trying to wipe the middle class out. You got 24 months to move this money. The greatest wealth shift in the history of the world. You got 24 months to get as many donations as you can. You don't have to go in your pocket and just buy $7,000 worth. Spend $35, invest in your future. And for the parents around the world, listen to me. This is going to be on me this time. Hold on. For the parents around the world, this is a message to you. Your kids are going to go to college. I want you to get this right now. For your kids kids that want to go to college. Like you saw little Earl, you saw little Charles, and you saw Felicia, and you see Sean over in Kenya. Listen, guys, if you deposit $100 right now into a Bitcoin wallet and just forget about it, in 10 years, it'd be enough money to just pay their college education. Now, watch this. If you get one parent that need to send their kid to college right now and need a scholarship fund by depositing $35, and then they go get 3 parents that need what? Scholarship funds where they can deposit $35. That money will begin to move through those donations where you will have $25. Then you're gonna get $292. Then you're gonna get $1,700 in donations. They're not coming in at one time. Up to $25 on the first level, up to $292 on the second level, up to $1,710 on the third level, up to $45,000 on the fourth level, up to $45,000 on the fourth level, and up to $1,017,000 on the fifth level. All we got to do, bring your teachers here too. Bring the parents that need scholarships for their kids too, right here. Make them look. Stop spending your money at McDonald's and Burger King, and at the movie theater. Take the price of a movie and come in this program. Then find 3 of your buddies and do the same thing. And forget about that $35 and go help somebody else do the same thing. The bank is open. The bank to digital currency freedom is open, but you gotta make a donation and bring 3 of your buddies. How you gonna leave your friends sitting on the side of the road? Bring your friends here. Bless your friends. One-time $30 donation. And look, the $1 billion fund. We ain't talking about that $1 billion fund. Listen. If you get a need, you could be suffering from cancer and just need just a little bit of money. You could be in hospice and need some stuff. And you submit an inquiry to Wassupp Crowdfunding, tell them you want to tap into those donations, that you are a dedicated participant. You paid your $35 and you got somebody in your family that's in need, they need funded. And you want to submit an application to tap into that $1 billion fund. That's what it's all about, guys. We're better than Red Cross. We're better than UNICEF. We're better than the March of Dimes. We're going to send relief to you now. Okay? But we got to get these donations in. Hey, guys, this is Earl Dixon. It's been wonderful. I'm going to stop this recording, and then I'm going to